Welcome to the Explainer. So, today we're going to talk about an appliance you probably don't even think about until it breaks, that is. Especially here in Southwest Florida. Your water heater. It's more than just a big metal tank in your garage. It's honestly the unsung hero of your daily comfort.
All right, let's just jump right in with a really important question that, frankly, every single homeowner in Southwest Florida should be asking themselves. Because when a water heater fails here, it's not just about a cold shower. Nope, it can mean a flooded garage and a massive, massive headache.
To really get a handle on the risk, you first have to understand what makes Florida so different. Our unique environment, the sun, the salt in the air, even the water that comes out of our taps, it all creates a completely different set of challenges for this appliance. And look, this chart right here, it tells a pretty powerful story. It doesn't matter what kind of water heater you've got, electric, gas, even one of those fancy tankless ones. Its lifespan down here in Southwest Florida is consistently, significantly shorter than the national average. We are literally losing years of service life, and that is a huge deal. That huge difference just makes you wonder, right? What in the world is it about South Florida that's so tough, so brutal on our water heaters? What's attacking them here that just doesn't happen somewhere like Ohio or Colorado? Well, it turns out it's not just one thing. It's more like a perfect storm. You can think of them as 5 silent killers that are pretty unique to our region, and they're all working against your heater's health a lot of the time without you even noticing a thing. It's kind of like a two-pronged attack. From the inside, our incredibly hard water creates mineral sediment that basically chokes the tank. And then from the outside, you've got the humid, salty air that just loves to corrode metal. Then you factor in the strain from heavy seasonal use, the crazy heat of a typical garage, and you top it all off with a general lack of maintenance. You've got a perfect recipe for disaster. And this right here gets to the absolute heart of that hard water problem. If you hear rumbling come in from your garage, it's probably not the house settling. It is literally the sound of water being forced to boil underneath a thick layer of hardened minerals. It's a clear distress signal from your appliance. It's screaming for help. But hey, here's the good news. Your water heater will almost always give you some clues before it just catastrophically fails. The trick, of course, is knowing what to look for, and maybe more importantly, what to listen for. Okay, think of these as the major symptoms. Is your hot water running out way faster than it used to? Are you seeing nasty, rusty-looking water coming from the faucet? Any of these 6 signs, from those popping noises we just talked about to even a small puddle on the floor or a sudden spike in your utility bill, means it is time to investigate, like right now. And here is a super practical tip for you. Go find the manufacturer's label on your tank. That serial number isn't just a bunch of random digits. It's a secret code to its birthday. So for example, a serial number that starts with G04 probably means it was made in July. That's G, the 7th letter, of 2004. In Southwest Florida, if that number tells you your unit is over 10 years old, you are officially living on borrowed time. So all of these warning signs, they eventually lead you to the big question, right? The classic homeowner's dilemma. Do you call for a repair, or is it just time to bite the bullet and replace the whole thing? Making the wrong choice here can be really, really costly. You know, the logic is actually pretty simple. If the unit is still relatively new, let's say under 7 years old, and the tank itself isn't leaking, a repair usually makes the most sense. But, and this is a big but, if the tank is leaking, or if it's over 10 years old and it's constantly giving you problems, replacement is almost always the smarter and definitely safer bet. And this really gets to the bottom line. Being proactive is your financial superpower here. An emergency replacement on a Saturday night after your garage is turned into a swimming pool will always cost more in money, in stress, in time than a planned installation on a calm Tuesday morning. But look, it's not all doom and gloom, I promise. What if you could actually fight back against those 5 silent killers? Let's talk about your hero's toolkit, the simple maintenance tasks that can add precious years to your heater's life. The single most important tool in that kit is understanding this thing called the anode rod. This simple metal rod is a sacrificial hero. It's literally designed to corrode and dissolve so that your very expensive steel tank doesn't have to. Think of it as your heater's personal bodyguard. So here's your simple maintenance game plan. Flush the tank once a year to get rid of all that damaging gunk. Replace that anode rod every 3 to 5 years. That is absolutely critical to prevent corrosion. And test the pressure relief valve to make sure its main safety feature actually works. These simple steps are your secret weapons. And here's one of the easiest things on that list you can do right now. Go check the thermostat on your heater. 120 degrees Fahrenheit, that is the sweet spot. It saves energy, it slows down the speed of mineral buildup, and it dramatically lowers the risk of scalding. It is a total win-win-win. So we'll leave you with this. You now know why water heaters in our area are under constant attack. And you know exactly how to fight back. The knowledge is yours. The only question left is, what are you going to do with it? Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.